Powerhouse. When a stored fighting style icon is available, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to literally send your superstar on a rampage. For a limited amount of time, your superstar will shrug off all strike attacks, and all grapple moves performed by your superstar will be unstoppable. Move the left analog stick in any direction and press and hold the circle button to execute a more powerful Irish whip, sending your opponent over the top rope and crashing onto the arena floor. Technical. When a stored fighting style icon is available, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to make your superstar technically sound. For a limited amount of time, your superstar will automatically reverse all of your opponent's attacks. Prior to receiving any limb damage, technical superstars will automatically reverse all of their opponent's strong grapple and ultimate control moves. While running toward your opponent, press the X button to quickly duck behind them, catching your opponent off guard. When performing an Irish whip, press the square button right before you release your opponent to pull them back in for a finishing move. High Flyer. When a stored fighting style icon is available, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to ready your superstar for a possum pin. For a limited amount of time, your superstar will automatically reverse your opponent's next attack and roll them up for a surprise pin attempt. When your superstar is near the ropes, move the left analog stick toward them and press the square button to perform a springboard attack. To quickly roll out of the way of an opponent's attack, hold either the L2 button or R2 button and move the left analog stick. When your opponent is groggy against the turnbuckle, run towards them and press the X button to execute the turnbuckle leapfrog. Brawler. When your superstar has a stored fighting style icon, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to wreck shot. For a limited amount of time, your superstar will reverse all of your opponent's strikes, and all strike attacks performed by your superstar will be unstoppable. Approach the upper body of a downed opponent and press the X button to execute the ground and pound. While in this position, move the right analog stick left and right to strike, and up and down to perform an additional attack. To unleash your superstar's Fists of Fury, hold the R1 button and press the square button. This will cause your superstar to automatically unleash a combination of 3 successive blows. Submission. If a stored fighting style icon is available while your superstar is performing a submission, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to transform the move into an ultimate submission hold. Your superstar can now wrench your opponent indefinitely for a limited amount of time. Prior to sustaining significant limb damage, move the right analog stick in any direction to immediately power out of your opponent's submission. When a submission superstar wrenches their opponent, their limb damage meter will slowly regenerate. Dirty. When your superstar is facing a groggy opponent and has a stored fighting style icon, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to execute a super dirty move. Press and hold the X button while standing near the referee to use him as a shield against your opponent's attacks. Move the left analog stick to walk and release the X button in order to send the referee flying toward your opponent. Following an unsuccessful pin attempt, press the triangle button to argue the referee's slow count. To remove the turnbuckle padding so that it inflicts greater damage on your opponent, move the left analog stick toward a turnbuckle and press the X button. Showman. When your superstar is in your opponent's correct finishing move situation with a stored fighting style icon available, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to perform your opponent's finisher. To perform your opponent's taunt and steal their momentum, hold the triangle button and press any of the directional buttons. However, if the taunt is interrupted, your superstar will lose all of their momentum instead. Your superstar can also perform a taunt by pressing any of the directional buttons while standing on the turnbuckle. Follow this action with a successful dive attack, and your superstar will receive full momentum. But if the move or taunt is interrupted, your superstar will lose all momentum. Hardcore. When your superstar is holding a steel chair with a stored fighting style icon, hold the R1 button and press the triangle button to perform the Hardcore Resurrection. Your superstar will use the chair to bust open his own forehead and regenerate a significant amount of limb damage. If a Hardcore superstar is made to bleed by their opponent at any point in the match, they will immediately receive full momentum as a result. While holding an object, move the right analog stick to perform a variety of grapple attacks on your opponent. Some objects can be positioned on your opponent's body by pressing the X button,